Hopefully you guys are doing well today. I am in at Armstrong International today on Sunday, right around 4 p.m.-ish. We are getting ready to fly out of here and go direct to Jacksonville. Well, not direct, but we're going to go to Jacksonville and we're going to fly the beautiful American Airlines 787-900 Dreamliner. Our flight number for today is Alpha Alpha Lima 308, American Airlines Flight 308 from New Orleans with service to Jacksonville. So we have some buses, and oddly enough, the Project Open Sky buses that came with said United on the side, but hey, it's all one world, right? So I'm not going to worry about that. But yeah, we're in the process of loadout, and let me go ahead and get my stuff set. I hope that you guys are having a great afternoon today, and that you are off to a phenomenal Christmas season, hopefully. If not, no worries. Okay, so because of the fact that I don't have a PMGG model plane, this is not a study level plane, this is moving a study level flight. I'm not on VATSIM. We're just going to enjoy some time, having some fun. And let me go ahead and see if I can. Oh, okay, great. So I actually can see SLID, which would be great. It's going to be our first waypoint anyway. We are going to be flying out of Kilo Mike Sierra Yankee, and we don't have a departure, an official departure. So I'm going to go ahead and go direct SLID, and then I think Gulfport, and then SEMS or Mobile, and then follow the J2 jetway down to the Marco 2 arrival. Alright. So, in terms of our flight plan for today, winds are variable right now. At least last time I checked at 5. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be flying eastbound off of, I believe, runway 11. Let's go ahead and double check the diagram one more time. Yep, runway 11, and yeah, definitely taxiing via Echo. I don't see any reason why we're not going to. So let's go ahead and get underway. And I think I'm going to check. Check the flight plan. Let's go ahead and check. Oh, that's right, I forgot. There is no departure, so I can go straight up to flight level 370 if I want to, which will be my cruising altitude. And let's just program the airspeed in before we even get started. Okay, flight director's on, auto throttle's armed. Okay, we still got ground power connected, so we'll make sure to disconnect that before we get going. In the meantime, Let's go ahead and get closed up. Parking brakes are set. We'll take the chocks off. And we'll start closing up. Alright, let's call off the stairs. Closing the doors. And let the buses go away. Alright, let's open up the APUs for now. Disconnect the ground power. Mrs. DigiDriver says hello to everybody watching. Merry Christmas to everybody. I really hope that you guys are having a great holiday season. I think I said that before, but really, I'm going to say it again. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn strobe. We can... Alright, I think we're ready to go at this point. Let's go ahead and dismiss that window for now. We might see it again later. In the meantime, let's turn the pitot heat on, and I think we're ready to go. We'll taxi Echo, turn on the fuel pumps, and pretty sure I'm the only guy here, but let's just go ahead and do an external check anyway, just for the sake of convenience. Yep, downtown New Orleans in the background. We're going to be getting out of here shortly. And yes, of course, I'm not using the ideal gaming rig for this, although my Surface Pro 3 has definitely helped me get by. And one of the added advantages of playing on a tablet is that you can basically pick up and go anywhere. You can set a tablet down and some joysticks, so I'm not going to complain. Alright, so we should be all set to go. Cabin lighting's off. Let's go ahead and get ready to go. We're going to push back tail left. We're set to start engines. And let's go ahead and start engine number 2. And one is rising. Right. Engine 2 is fired up. Let's do engine number 1. And set flaps for takeoff. Or flaps 5. And engine 1 is fired up. Beautiful engines spooling up in the background. Don't know if you hear them. Let's go ahead. It should be a good stop to the taxi. Set parking brakes. Okay, so our engines are stable, and the GPS is set for slid. Let's go ahead and taxi Echo. And in case you guys are wondering, this is default scenery for Kilo Mike Sierra Yankee for Armstrong, New Orleans. Not running with shadows for some extra frame rate, but the textures are from Rex Worldwide Airports. Excuse me. So yeah, Rex Worldwide Airports HD for some better texture mapping and more realistic airports. And I don't know, maybe a little extra from Orbx, although I don't think this is a Orbx enhanced airport. Some of you guys might have actually used or currently have Orbx sceneries on your PCs. Orbx actually also does a global North America airport pack, which I think butters up some of the airports in the US. I think I've seen that a few times at the smaller airports. I don't know if the bigger ones benefit from it, but I think they do, because I think Phoenix Sky Harbor got the treatment, along with a few places like I think Seattle and I don't know, New York, JFK. I'm not sure, but I think anywhere I see Orbx animations or like a little bit extra planes or scenery, that's probably going to be a good indication that they did something. So let me see, right now we are still taxiing. Let's give it a little extra pep. Alright, coming up to the end of the runway now. Okay, just about ready. Turn the landing lights on. Alright. Nobody coming. Absolutely nobody. This runway is free and clear. We are configured for takeoff. Landing lights are on. Taxi lights are on. Maybe the taxi lights shouldn't be off, but whatever. Alright, let's take a few seconds, make sure we're configured. Excellent. Alright. Appreciate you guys for coming along, whether you're watching right now or watching a replay. My name is DigiDriver. We are flying from New Orleans to Jacksonville, and we are set for takeoff. And stable. And toga. Past 80 knots. V1, I think. This is V1. Let's go ahead and rotate. Excellent. Positive rate gear up. Set the altitude, set the speed. And let's go ahead and keep current heading for now. And make sure we deal. Definitely got enough power to get up there, so let's go ahead and start macking that. Alright, flaps up, and let's go ahead and get on our way. Yeah, I said this before, I'll say it again, this airplane is a beast and it will get away from you really quickly. Okay, so we should be set for the climb, I think. Beautiful, looks like we're breaking through the clouds right now. Climbing like a boss. "17 nautical miles to Slid, and then we're going to go up to Gulfport and Sierra Juliet, India, to the J2 jetway. Great, just crossed 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and go lights out. And bump up the speed. 425 knots for now. And pitch down maybe just a little bit. This thing looks like it has an aggressive climb out right now. And I don't know about anybody else, but if you guys have been doing sim flights with realistic weather over the past week, just like Louisiana and Alabama, Georgia, Florida, a lot of clouds. Using Rex Texture Direct with soft clouds, and I've applied a winter filter, so looks cold up here. Absolutely gunning the motors right now. Maybe I need to chillax a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and set up for Gulfport. And execute. Thanks again for coming along board today on our flight from Armstrong, New Orleans International to Jacksonville, flying the beautiful American Airlines Boeing 787-900 series, and we are already en route just a little while before we hit the J2 jetway and hopefully climb out to 37,000 feet for our cruise out there. Got a little bit to go to get to that altitude. Maybe I'll go ahead and kick it back up since I need to get up speed anyway. Not speed, but altitude, I mean. And there we go. And once again, I forgot to set my altimeter departure. It's okay. But we are past flight level 180, which means I'm going to go ahead and kick the climb level down to 2,200 feet per minute. Let's go ahead and get the announcement set.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, indicating that it is safe to move about the cabin. For your own safety, though, we request that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you're in your seat during this short flight. We'll start our in-flight beverage service shortly.
124 nautical miles to Gulfport. We are climbing. Give the engines a little rest. Let's hop out and take a look at the plane again. Alright, let's go ahead and get to SEMS. Execute. Alright, we've got 45 nautical miles to go, and right now we are at level 280. Alright, let's light the rest of the engine up. Whether you're spending Christmas with family and friends or being somewhere else for the Christmas season, I hope that you guys are having a great time wherever you are, and I'm glad that you came along to watch my stream. Or if you're watching on the replay, I want to say thank you. Thank you for coming along. I am, again, flying from Kilo Mike Sierra Yankee Armstrong New Orleans International to Kilo Juliet Alpha X-Ray Jacksonville International, doing a daytime flight to really appreciate the Cielosim Jacksonville International scenery, which I picked up recently. And hopefully there won't be any rain today, so I'll be able to appreciate it without the windshield getting all messed up. I'm using the Tenku Developer Studio Boeing 787-900 series, which I believe is a Project Open Sky plane, and haven't found the button for the windshield wipers yet. I would imagine in real life that would be a bigger problem, but again, right now we are a little bit out from SJI and the J2 jetway. And we are about 30 minutes into the stream. Let's go ahead and see what's next after that. After SEMS, we're going to go to Crestview. still climbing. This thing is a beast. Don't like the over eager angle of climb here, so I'm going to go ahead and slow way down, especially since we're basically at 37,000 feet anyway. Yep, I figured. Rather interesting. Set up where we are for now. I said, let's set up where we are right now. Alright, 11 nautical miles to go to get to SJI. Well, that would explain why. Indicated airspeed was significantly lower. My gauges are set for true airspeed. Let's set this back up for 37,000 feet, and this time, climb slowly. Alright, go in direct crest view, and execute. Oh man, to space indeed. I almost stalled though, but shh, let's not tell American Airlines that. Fortunately enough, that's been corrected. Ladies and gentlemen, that unfortunate discomfort you felt was us slightly falling through the sky, but we faced that problem now, so feel free to enjoy yourselves. And if you're seated, do fasten your seatbelts. Thank you. Well, suffice it to say, the topic of the day may just be default aircraft that climb way too aggressively for their autopilot settings. However, considering my V-speed was set to 3,000 feet per minute before, I think it's more a case of user error than anything. So I think we can climb safely if I ever commit at this point, but we're pretty high. We're pretty high, and we are on our way to Crestview. Crestview is maybe about halfway to Jacksonville. Oh, by the way, Sim isn't crashing, it's just that I'm running it on a computer that doesn't have a lot of texture memory, so things take a while. But we are now at flight level 360, and we seem to be stable. This is a good thing. And using FSXWX as the weather engine. Got a lot of clouds. Lots of clouds. Take a look outside. So if we're not over Florida, we are pretty close to it. As you can tell, we've got quite a bit of cloud activity. Cloud textures provided by Rex Texture Direct Soft Clouds. I know some people are using Rex Skyforce. I think Skyforce is volumetric clouds, but hey, listen, these are getting the job done, and they're not taxing my graphics card all that much, so I'm glad. We are pretty much at cruising altitude right now, and moving well beyond our stall mishap. So I'd say we're actually pretty good. We are not that far away from Crestview. And if I take a look at the map, yeah, that's about halfway. So maybe what, another 45 minutes to an hour before we're on the ground at the gate? Again, if you are watching this live or watching this on replay, thanks for coming along. This is DJ Driver with a flight from New Orleans International to Jacksonville in the American Airlines Boeing 787-900 series. Today's flight is 308 New Orleans with service to Jacksonville. So 55 nautical miles out. Next waypoint is going to be Mike Alpha India. What is that? I think it's Mariana. There we go. That's much better. Public service announcement to any of the sim pilots out there: watch your climb rate once you break flight level 300. Learn from my mistake. I am seriously thinking about building my own rig for next year. I don't know how realistic it will be to actually build a flight simulation rig that will give me like 30 to 40 FPS and have a decent graphics card for like less than maybe $600 or something like that. Because unfortunately funds aren't the best, and I think it would be cool. I'd most definitely put solid state drive and some kind of NVIDIA card, unless there's a bargain alternative or anything like ATI. Probably going to be NVIDIA, and there'll probably be at least 16 gigs of RAM and maybe a terabyte drive, maybe a separate terabyte drive for scenery and for downloads. So that will be the next step, I think. In the meantime, I'll keep flying on a tablet. If you haven't heard at this point, I am actually using a Surface Pro 3 for flying in FSX Steam Edition, and it's actually doing pretty well. It's just not going to get the highest frame rate, of course, but we're doing. Some pretty strong headwinds right now. 72 knot headwind at 273. So, given the fact that there's not going to be that much difference in heading, I'll go ahead and punch up Mariana right now. Clouds are pretty puffy at 370. Then low. Doing a chill flight on FS Cloud and waiting for the clouds to reload. That's basically about the only drawback that I've had to using the FSXWX weather engine. It, I think, takes a little while to fetch and redraw between, I think, major chunks of the flight plan. But again, that's not a biggie for me, because it's free. 45 minutes into the flight, and where are we? We are, I'd say we are definitely in Florida at this time. Okay, a little bit less than 57 nautical miles to go before we get to Mariana, and then what's the next waypoint after that? We're going to be going to Seminole after that, and beginning the descent. So, honestly, if we're at flight level 370 right now, I may want to start getting down once I get to 4 nautical miles out. My climbing cruise altitude may not have been the best, but let's see if we can't nail descent. controls in this puppy make me think that this could easily do a flight up to Boston without even refueling at all. And then maybe even to Iceland. But we are trucking along. 291 knots indicated, and well on our way to Jacksonville. Okay, we are at 35 nautical miles. Let me take a look at the arrival. For anybody following along, we're going to be doing the Armco to RNAV. Okay, so for Zeus, I'm going to want to be at flight level 260, so let's start getting down there now. Alright, and to anyone joining the stream right now or watching on the replay at this point, we are on our way down from flight level 370 to get ready for the Marco 2 arrival into Jacksonville International Airport, flying the American Airlines Boeing 787-900, and generally enjoying the experience, except for a mess up that I made on the way up to 370, but you can rewatch the stream and catch that when it happens. Anyway, we are less than 30 nautical miles to Seminole, and after that we're going to be going to CAPS, and Zeus and CAPS is the transition for the Marco 2 arrival. I don't think CAPS is on my basic waypoint listing, though. Oh, it is! That's great. That's good. At least I'll be able to get set for the heading. Let's go ahead and brief on weather as we get down there. Weather METAR looks like it's going to be 310 at 9 knots. Considering how this airplane is pretty big, and the last time I landed I used a whole bunch of runway anyway, I'm probably going to stick with runway 26 for now, unless it gets really hairy later. Because I know earlier it was 290 at 16 gusting 20. Looks like the system slowed down, so go ahead and stick with that for now. There. I know I don't know of any airspeed restrictions on the way in, but I'll double check. While I do that, let's get set for CAPS. So CAPS, execute. I stand corrected. Orbx going to have me slow down at 280, so let's go ahead and start slowing down now. 80, and still got a ways to go, but we got a little ways before we get to Zeus. Can I actually pop that in? Yes, I can. Let's go ahead and go direct now, since it's basically on the same glide path anyway. Down. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna get down to flight level 220. Or 24 at least. I do need to be way lower, so let's get down there. Zeus is gonna be okay, I get it. I messed up. Okay, so Zeus is between 260 and 240. I'm just going to go ahead and give myself a pass. And stay here. Actually, you know what? I'll just keep going. So, on the 8 to Zeus, let's go ahead and go to Wallop. Okay, Wallop's the first one that actually doesn't have anything set for it, so we'll lock in the heading. Wallop, I want to be at flight level 190 at the bottom, so I don't have the slightest clue why this plane likes being pitched up so much. Okay, so Cam Joe, let's get down to 130. Where are we anyway? Not something you want to hear the pilot say. But let's go ahead and reload the map. Okay, so actually inbound to Wallop. Alright, well, that's not gonna work. Alright, let's see if I can confirm all the remaining bumps down. So, Cam Joe, I have to be between 6,000 and 3,000. And Oro between 2,000 and 9,000, 900,000, and at 250 knots. So, that I think is where we split to go to G-Wiz and E-Gauge and Oliki. So, I think I'm going to configure for 250 knots soon. $9,000 at the fork, 5,000 at the next waypoint, and 4,000 gauge. Okay, so I think that's good. I think that's good. Let's go ahead and commit to memory at that point. Okay. Alright, thanks for coming along, guys. Really appreciate it. We are inbound on the Marco II arrival to Jacksonville, and it's kind of quiet out there. Let's see if anybody else is in the area. I don't think so. I think it's just us. Set full on 3,000. Let's check the altimeter for Jacksonville. in. So TQ is good for the ILS approach. Alright, let's get down to 900,000. Back on as we go down. And the crab.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. In preparation for landing, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in the upright and fully locked position. We'll be making a final pass through the cabin to pick up any service items, and we'll be on the ground shortly.
Okay, we're almost there, people. We are on our way into Jacksonville International Airport, and we are coming down through the cloud cover. I should probably get down to 1,000 at this point. Oh man, this is looking beautiful. Even in its blurriness, that'll get fixed in a bit. Okay, so G-Wiz, then E-Gauge, and Olecki, and then T-Creek. Got a little bit to go before we get there. Okay, we are pretty close to G-Wiz. It's a little bit off the mark. Let's go ahead and correct. Flaps 5 at this point. Blurry textures. Hopefully these guys loaded in a bit. And to anybody watching right now or watching on the replay, thanks for coming along. We are almost at Jacksonville International. Took off from New Orleans a little while ago, probably about an hour and 19 minutes ago, and maybe just like about like another half hour to go before we went down. So we have basically come down from flight level 370 to get ready to land. And yeah, we only got about 5 more waypoints to go. So G-Wiz is the waypoint we're gonna get to next. River is catching up. It's a good thing. Don't like having reflections this pronounced inside of a cockpit, but it's kind of interesting. With the cloud cover the way it is out there, it almost looks like there are rays of light and shadow, and it looks really great. And since shadows aren't as pronounced in FSX as they are in P3D, I think it's a pretty nice thing. So there is our destination coming into view. That would be Cielosim Jacksonville International Airport, and could say we're flying the downwind leg. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. Nothing to see here, folks. Texture memory reloading. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn to 065. See if that's too much of an aggressive turn. Actually, that ain't bad. Get set. So let's see, ILS 1.26, altitude 10.257. Sorry, 257. Okay, let's get turned around and go direct to Secret. your speed way down. Okay guys, almost down. Let's go ahead and set up. So we are full flaps at this point. We're down. Off the mark though. Let's go ahead and fix that. Spoilers armed, flaps are full. We don't need to life, but whatever. Okay, winds 287 at 10, so we got a little 80 bit of crosswind. Okay. Go ahead and lock it in. Still high on final, but
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
no, I think I'm gonna have to sink, dude.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
And we're down. taxi back. Up. Not the best landing, but it will work. That's Juliet. Do I want to? They. All right. Can I find A10 from here? Let's ask that car coming down the way. Well, seeing as how they're waiting for me, let's get to A10 and let's have them guide me. The A went up, right? Alright, let's see. I see anyone coming. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jacksonville. It's looking pretty good outside. We will be at the gate shortly. Just give me a few moments for this pilot to find his way around the airport, and we'll be parked and at the gate momentarily. Now, devices can be taken off of airplane mode. And we will definitely be oh, really? Aborted? Okay, well, whatever. Let's see. Where are we? I thought A10 was over that way. Let's see. It's a bit strange. A5. I was pretty sure it was the other way. A9. Okay. Pulling into the gate. Not bad. Okay. Parking brake is set. Let's see. Can I operate the jetway? Yes, I can. Sweet. Okay. Jetway's operating. Let's go ahead and deboard.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye, thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
Right. Peter heats off.
Thank you.
Down. We're set.
Bye. Bye, thank you. Bye.
And I guess they were making some adjustments to the jetway, but we are hooked up.
Bye, have a good one.
And people are deboarding.
Bye.
So we're in. And that about takes care of it.
Thank you.
That's our flight.
Thank you.
Have a good day. You too.
I thought that the jetways didn't work, but apparently I didn't do
for a wonderful
last time I
flight.
flew here. I picked a gate that didn't have a jetway suitable for a heavy aircraft like this one. And deboarding's complete. And we're back once again at Cielosim, Jacksonville. The next flight I do from here might actually be to maybe Princess Juliana or to the Bahamas or something. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. I'm going to go ahead and call it for the night. See you guys around and hopefully onto bigger and or better controlled things. So, till then guys, have a great night. Take care. God bless you. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.